What's up everybody? Phil with PerGear Fun here today with a really quick look at a possible vlogging lens. This is a PerGear 7.5mm Fisheye lens. It's a 7.5mm and you'll kind of see that it's a fisheye, which means you won't necessarily have straight lines. It kind of looks like a GoPro. I'm going to go ahead and show you a couple of clips here. This is uncorrected. It's a completely manual lens, manual focus. It has a smooth aperture ring. It's not clicked. It's an f2.8. It's a minimum aperture. So we're at f2.8 right now. I've got my shutter speed set to be automatic. It's controlled by the camera. I'll show you how easy it is to manually focus. I should be in focus right now, holding it on a tripod about arm's length away. You can see the huge wide field of view. So again, this is uncorrected footage right now. I'm walking, I've got IBIS on and also digital image stabilization on the Fuji XT4. You should see one of the things is you can't put an ND filter on it. It's got a really bulbous front. It does come with a built-in lens hood, which should provide some shielding from the sun, but we're kind of walking into the sun. We'll see how it does for flaring. I'll go ahead and correct the footage here so you'll see these trees that are all kind of bent and crazy. Should straighten up a little bit. I think you might still see some kind of weirdness in the lines that we have, so pay attention to that. This is corrected footage now. And again, we're at 7.5mm. It's a fixed focal length lens, or a prime lens, which means you can't zoom. So if you're looking for a wide field of view, it's great, but if you want to try to zoom, you're not going to be able to do that with this particular lens. One of the great things about Fuji is it's really easy when you're in manual focus to manually focus. So right now it's about a foot away. Let's say for some strange reason I want you to see my ugly mug close up. I can just press a button on the camera and you can see how it's focusing. I'm doing this manually, looking for focus peaking, and then once it's done, I can just hit it and I should be pretty much in focus. So it is a manual focus lens, there's no autofocus. One thing you'll have to consider, it's a $129 lens in the US. So again, this is much closer than I normally would vlog, but I'm going to go ahead and when we get into the shade here, I'll switch it back to holding it at arm's length. But just to give you an idea, again, this is me trying to autofocus. And I'm looking just at, I've got focus peaking set to red, punching in, and now I should be on that arm's length again and in focus. So I found, I won't go through all the different modes, but I found that this mode with IBIS and digital works really well. If you notice in the corners, you don't really see any warpiness or any craziness going on like you would if you saw some of my other reviews with the wide angle lenses. You tend to get just crazy warping going on, especially with IBIS and this XT4. But with this lens, you're not going to see it, especially after it's corrected. So the image quality I found looks pretty good. Let me know what you think about the image quality. This is the standard profile on the XT4. We're at ISO 160, which is the minimum. And you pretty much get a lot in focus. There's, kind of give you an idea of the plane of focus here. Just slowly come in. And you can see at some point I go out of focus, but it's pretty deep, even at f2.8. Pretty deep focus, so there's some room to move. If your arm moves a little bit, you shouldn't lose focus. That's pretty much what I wanted to show you. There'll be more on this lens. I'll do a full review probably for video and for photos. You can really have some fun with fisheye lenses doing photos. Just have to learn how to kind of use it to take advantage of its unique characteristics. Hope you enjoyed this quick look. Phil with PerGear Fun. I will talk at you again in the next video.